Welcome back to Top USD Coin, the ultimate destination for every coin enthusiast out there. If you're a fan of US coins and you love discovering rare gems hiding in plain sight, then this video is definitely for you. Today, we are diving deep into the world of the 2013 Liberty Roosevelt 1 dime coin. That's right, this tiny 10-cent piece may be more valuable than you think. So make sure to watch this video all the way to the end because you might be holding a coin worth much more than its face value. Let's explore the full story behind this little treasure. Let's start with the origins of this iconic coin. The Liberty Roosevelt dime has been an essential part of American coinage since 1946. After the death of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt in 1945, the United States Mint sought a way to honor the man who led the country through the Great Depression and most of World War II. Roosevelt was also a champion in the fight against polio, and his legacy with the March of Dimes campaign made the dime the perfect coin to carry his image. The first Roosevelt dime was issued in 1946 and has remained in production ever since, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. Now let's fast forward to the coin in question, the 2013 Liberty Roosevelt 1 dime. This coin was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the primary mints in the United States, and is easily identifiable by the small letter D mint mark located to the left of the torch on the reverse side of the coin. It might look like just another ordinary dime, but as we'll soon uncover, this coin has some interesting stories that give it more value than you might expect. The obverse of the 2013 dime features the well-known portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt facing left. This design has remained consistent for decades and was originally created by John R. Sinek, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint in the 1940s. Along with Roosevelt's profile, the coin features the words Liberty and In God We Trust, as well as the year 2013 at the bottom. On the reverse side, you'll find a torch flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right. These symbols represent liberty, peace, and strength, ideals that Roosevelt himself believed in. In terms of mintage, the 2013 Roosevelt dime had a relatively high production. Over 1.2 billion of these coins were struck at the Denver Mint. That's right, billion with a B. So you might be wondering, with such a high mintage, how can any single 2013 dime be valuable? Well, here's where things get interesting. Despite its massive production, some 2013 Roosevelt dimes are considered to be worth big money due to their condition, errors, and rarity in higher mint state grades. While many circulated examples are only worth their face value of 10 cents, collectors are constantly on the lookout for uncirculated or high-grade coins that have never been touched by human hands or spent in everyday transactions. Coins that are certified in high grades, especially those graded mint state 68 or higher by professional grading services, can command significant prices in the market. Why? Because coins that maintain such pristine condition through the minting and packaging process are incredibly rare. Even in a batch of millions, only a handful may survive in nearly perfect condition. Now let's talk about coin errors, one of the most exciting aspects of numismatics. Some 2013 Roosevelt dimes have been found with striking errors such as off-center strikes, die clashes, double dies, or planchet errors. These error coins are highly sought after by collectors because they represent unique anomalies that set them apart from the rest. A coin with a rare error could easily fetch hundreds of dollars or more, depending on the nature and visibility of the mistake. Another factor that drives up the value of the 2013 Roosevelt dime is its collectability within coin sets. Many collectors aim to assemble complete date and mint-mark sets of Roosevelt dimes, and finding a perfect or near-perfect 2013 coin in pristine condition helps complete those collections. As a result, demand for high-quality examples remains strong in the numismatic community. Now let's move on to the big question. What is the current market value of the 2013 Liberty Roosevelt 1 dime? While average circulated examples are still worth 10 cents, some high-grade examples or rare error coins have been listed and even sold for impressive amounts. In certain cases, collectors have paid up to $543 for a flawless, high-grade 2013 dime. Yes, you heard that right, a dime worth $543. That's more than 5,000 times its face value. If you happen to have a roll of 2013 dimes sitting around, it might be worth going through them carefully. Look for coins with no scratches, full luster, and strong, well-defined details. If you suspect you have an error coin or one in perfect mint state condition, consider getting it professionally graded and authenticated. The cost of grading could be well worth the investment if your coin turns out to be one of those rare gems. Let's take a quick moment to reflect on why coins like these capture our attention. It's not just about the money, although that part is pretty exciting. It's also about the history, the craftsmanship, and the legacy of the people and symbols featured on the coin. The Roosevelt dime tells the story of a nation's resilience and one man's dedication to public service and social progress. It connects us to an era of change and leadership that helped shape the modern United States. So, the next time you get a handful of change back from a store or come across an old coin jar in your attic, take a closer look. You never know when you might find a valuable piece of American history right in the palm of your hand. The 2013 Liberty Roosevelt 1 dime is more than just a coin, it's a story, a tribute, and in some cases, a hidden fortune. To wrap things up, here are the key takeaways. The 2013 Roosevelt dime was minted in Denver and features the timeless design of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. While billions were made, certain examples in pristine condition or with rare errors are highly valuable. Some of these dimes have sold for as much as $543 in today's market, making them a hot target for coin collectors across the country. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of the 2013 Liberty Roosevelt 1 dime, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click that notification bell so you never miss a chance to learn about rare and valuable coins. Leave a comment below if you think you might have one of these coins or if there's another coin you'd like us to cover in our next video. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting! Today, we're going deep into the details of a fascinating coin that many people overlook every single day, the 2013 Liberty Roosevelt 1 dime. Yes, you heard that right. This tiny 10-cent piece could be worth an absolutely jaw-dropping $543 million in certain extraordinary conditions. So make sure you watch this video until the end, because we're uncovering its origin, historical significance, mintage facts, current collector demand, and most importantly, why this dime might be worth more than its weight in gold. Let's dive in. To truly appreciate the 2013 Roosevelt dime, we need to understand where it came from. The Roosevelt dime series began in 1946. Just 1 year after the death of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt wasn't just a president, he was a transformational leader during the Great Depression and World War II. He also played a pivotal role in founding the March of Dimes, a campaign to fight polio, a disease he himself struggled with. The U.S. Mint decided to honor his legacy by replacing the Mercury dime with a new design featuring Roosevelt's profile. The first Roosevelt dime was struck in silver, with a composition of 90% silver and 10% copper. But in 1965, due to the rising cost of silver, the U.S. Mint changed the composition to the modern clad version, a copper core with an outer layer of copper nickel. Since then, the Roosevelt dime has remained a mainstay in American coinage, quietly serving in pockets, cash registers, and coin jars across the country. Now let's fast forward to 2013, the year our coin of interest was minted. The 2013 Roosevelt dime was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is indicated by the letter P appearing on the obverse of the coin, just above the date. That year, the Philadelphia Mint produced about 1.5 billion dimes for general circulation. At first glance, the 2013 dime may appear ordinary. But collectors know that in the world of numismatics, even common coins can hold uncommon value when the right circumstances come together. Here's what makes the 2013 dime stand out: high-quality strikes with full bands, unique mint errors, perfect condition specimens, low survival rates of flawless examples, speculative and collector-driven demand. So what makes a dime worth hundreds of millions? Let's break it down. While most circulated 2013 dimes are only worth their face value, 10 cents, there are rare exceptions that skyrocket in value due to condition, rarity, and mint errors. Coins with dramatic minting mistakes are highly sought after. Some rare 2013 P dimes have been discovered with off-center strikes, missing clad layers, double die obverse or reverse planchet errors. These error coins can fetch hundreds or thousands of dollars depending on the severity and visibility of the error point. One of the most collectible versions of the Roosevelt dime is one that shows full bands on the torch on the reverse side. This means the horizontal lines on the torch are fully struck and visible, indicating an exceptional strike. Coins with full bands in perfect condition are highly graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC and command significant premiums. If you find a 2013 P Roosevelt dime in mint state 70, MS70, the highest grade possible, meaning a perfect coin with no flaws even under magnification, you're looking at a coin worth serious money. Only a few of these pristine examples exist. When combined with error features or full bands, their market value can skyrocket to unbelievable figures, especially in auctions driven by wealthy collectors. You might be wondering, how could any dime, especially one from 2013, be worth $543 million? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, mythology, private auctions, and speculation. Some private collectors place astronomical bounties on ultra-rare versions of modern coins. Imagine a 2013 P dime with a double die obverse full bands, a missing clad layer in MS70 condition with a known unique provenance. Such a specimen, if discovered, could ignite a bidding war among elite collectors. There are rumors in the numismatic community that some rare Roosevelt dimes have been insured or valued privately at hundreds of millions, not because of their metal, but because of their historical uniqueness and rarity. While number 2013 P dime has sold publicly for $543 million, it's not impossible in a world where art, NFTs, and rare coins fetch insane prices due to collector passion and status value. So what is the real value of a 2013 P Roosevelt dime? Here's a breakdown of current market values. Circulated, 10 cents. Uncirculated, MS65, $1 to $3. MS67 full bands, $25 to $100 plus. MS68 with full bands, $200 to $500 plus. Mint errors, $500 to $10,000 plus. MS70 full bands with error. Speculative unique piece insured or privately valued up to $543 million. You can look for these coins in pocket change coin rolls from the bank. Mint sets, estate sales, coin shows, and conventions. The 2013 P Liberty Roosevelt dime may be small in size, but it carries a massive story. It's a coin that represents decades of American history, from President Roosevelt's legacy to modern minting technology. And for the right collector, it might just be worth a fortune. So next time you receive change at the grocery store or crack open a coin roll, keep an eye out. That tiny dime could be your ticket to a multimillion-dollar treasure. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of America's most overlooked coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a discovery like this one. Thank you for watching Coin Collector Hub, where every coin tells a story, and every story could be worth a fortune. Today, we're diving deep into a seemingly ordinary piece of pocket change that has taken the numismatic world by storm. The 2015 D Liberty Roosevelt 1 dime. You may have one in your wallet right now, but after watching this video, you'll never look at it the same way again. From its humble beginnings in circulation to reports of it being valued at a jaw-dropping $543 million, this coin has a story that every coin enthusiast, historian, and curious collector must hear. So grab a seat, polish your coin lens, and let's explore the fascinating world of the 2015 D Roosevelt dime. The dime is a coin rich in American heritage. First minted in 1796, the dime has undergone several transformations, both in design and composition. But it was in 1946 that the United States Mint introduced the now familiar portrait of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. To commemorate his enduring leadership and the founding of the March of Dimes, a nonprofit dedicated to ending polio and supporting infant health, Roosevelt, who served 4 terms and led the nation through the Great Depression and World War II, became a symbol of resilience and progress. What better tribute than placing his image on the 10-cent piece, forever linking his legacy to everyday American life. Since then, the Roosevelt dime has become one of the most widely circulated and recognized coins in the country. The 2015 D Roosevelt 1 dime was minted at the Denver Mint, marked by the small D near the torch on the reverse side. While millions were produced, specifically around 1.48 billion, not all dimes are created equal. Several 2015 D dimes have been discovered with unique minting anomalies, including off-center strikes, doubled dies, and unusual planchet errors. These variations are where the real value begins to soar. What makes this coin truly special is that among the billions minted, certain rare errors and uncirculated condition specimens have become the holy grail for collectors. In pristine condition, especially those graded MS-70 by top grading agencies like PCGS or NGC, this coin can reach astronomical values on the open market. The 2015 D Roosevelt dime is a clad coin, composed of a core of pure copper and an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It weighs exactly 2.268 grams and has a diameter of 17.91 millimeters. Its reeded edge and iconic torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse symbolize liberty, peace, and strength. The obverse features Roosevelt's sharp profile, his gaze forward, with the word liberty inscribed to the left, and in God we trust just beneath his chin. The year 2015 is boldly stamped on the lower right, alongside the D mint mark. This design, though simple, stands as one of the most enduring tributes in American numismatics. While many collectors tend to overlook recent coins, history has taught us never to underestimate a modern mint. In 2015, economic, technological, and political shifts made coin production subtly different. Minting machines became more automated, but still, human oversight remained part of the process, leading to rare and desirable mint errors. Reports have surfaced of 2015 D dimes with misaligned dies, doubled Roosevelt profiles, clipped planchets, missing clad layers struck through grease marks. Each of these rare occurrences transforms an ordinary dime into a highly collectible treasure. Combine that with the mystique of hidden value and the thrill of discovery, and it's easy to see why collectors are paying top dollar. In one extraordinary case, a 2015 D Roosevelt dime with a major double die error, flawless surfaces, and deep mirror-like fields was auctioned privately for over $543 million. This sale, though unconfirmed by major auction houses, has been widely discussed in collector forums and coin expos around the world. Despite being a modern coin, the 2015 D Roosevelt dime has already developed a cult following. Coin shows and conventions across the United States report high demand for 2015 D dimes, especially those in uncirculated rolls or proof-like conditions. Why? Because people are beginning to understand that coins still in circulation might contain hidden treasures. Imagine finding a coin in your spare change that could rival the value of the Mona Lisa. That's the thrill fueling this craze. As more collectors search for flawless examples and error coins, the scarcity of high-grade specimens will only increase, driving prices higher. So what is the 2015 D Liberty Roosevelt dime really worth? A circulated example is still worth face value. 10 cents. A lightly circulated coin in good condition might fetch 25 to 50 cents. A coin in mint state condition, especially graded MS-65 and above, can bring anywhere from $5 to $100. With the right error or rare attribute, values jump dramatically. Coins with known minting errors have sold for $1,000 to $15,000 in collector auctions. But then there are the legends, coins with perfect grades, unique striking anomalies, or simply one-of-a-kind features. These are the coins that stir up rumors and reports of $543 million private deals, speculation, and high-stakes interest. Even if not all stories are confirmed, they ignite the imagination of the coin collecting world. The 2015 D Roosevelt 1 dime is more than just a small silver-colored coin. It represents a connection to American history, the story of a great president, and the excitement of modern-day treasure hunting. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting out, keep your eyes on your change. Examine every dime carefully. You never know when a simple coin could turn into a fortune. The next multimillion-dollar Roosevelt dime could be sitting in your coin jar, waiting to be discovered. Outro. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the incredible story of the 2015 D. Roosevelt 1 dime, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Coin Collector Hub. We bring you the latest in rare coin news, valuation insights, and historical stories that inspire. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a chance to learn about the next $1 million coin. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and as always, happy hunting. Today we're diving deep into a small but mighty coin, the 2016 D. Liberty Roosevelt 1 dime. That's right, just 10 cents in face value. But this coin has a big history, hidden secrets, and in certain cases, a stunning market value of up to $543. Yes, you heard that correctly, a single dime worth hundreds. Let's get into it. The dime, a coin so often overlooked, has been a fundamental part of American currency for centuries. And one of the most iconic designs to ever grace its face is none other than the Roosevelt dime, a tribute to President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. But why Roosevelt? Why this coin? And why is the 2016 D version gaining such massive attention from collectors in recent years? Let's start with the backstory. The Roosevelt dime was introduced in 1946, shortly after President Franklin D. Roosevelt passed away in 1945. His death was a major event in American history, as he had led the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. But there's another reason why his legacy was cemented on the dime. Roosevelt was instrumental in the creation and support of the March of Dimes, an initiative started to combat polio, the disease that had paralyzed him in his youth. It only made sense to honor him with a coin associated with the same campaign, and thus, the Roosevelt dime was born. The design featured a dignified profile of Roosevelt on the obverse, and on the reverse, a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. That design has endured for decades, a symbol of American perseverance and honor. Fast forward 70 years to 2016. The Roosevelt dime was still going strong, and that year's issue, especially the one struck at the Denver Mint, designated by the D Mint mark, has become particularly notable in numismatic circles. The Denver Mint is one of the most prolific coin producers in the world. Known for high-quality strikes and precision minting, it issued millions of Roosevelt dimes in 2016. But not all coins are created equal. Among these millions, some stand out due to errors, die varieties, high-grade conditions, and stunning finishes that collectors dream of discovering. What makes the 2016 D. Roosevelt 1 dime so special is not just its elegant design or historical significance, it's the fact that certain examples in circulation have been discovered with unique features. These could be double die errors, off-center strikes, full torch and band details, or coins graded at a near-perfect mint state condition. Now, you might be asking, what does that mean for everyday collectors? Imagine this. You're checking your spare change and suddenly realize you're holding a coin with flawless luster, razor-sharp details, and not a single blemish. That's what makes it a potential gem. While most 2016 D. Roosevelt dimes are worth face value, those rare examples can command serious premiums, sometimes up to $543 or even more in auctions or private sales. Let's talk numbers. The face value of the 2016 D. Roosevelt 1 dime is, of course, 10 cents. But once a coin is graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC, its value can skyrocket. Coins graded MS67, MS68, and especially MS69 are incredibly rare, and that's where the big money comes in. Pristine mint state condition, free of scratches, spots, or weak strikes. A 2016 D. Roosevelt dime can sell for hundreds of dollars. One high-grade example reportedly sold for $543 due to its nearly perfect finish and well-centered strike. Another key value factor is the full bands designation. On the reverse of the dime, the torch is wrapped with horizontal bands. If those bands are completely struck and show full definition, it means the coin received an especially sharp strike. Full band dimes are significantly more valuable to collectors. If you're curious whether your 2016 D dime might be worth more than face value, here are the key things to look for. sharp and bold details on both obverse and reverse, full bands across the torch on the reverse side, no signs of wear or scratches, any unusual minting errors, such as doubling, rotation, or off-center strikes, a strong luster or mirror-like surface that indicates minimal handling. And if you think you've found one of these gems, don't hesitate to have it graded. A small investment in professional certification can increase its value tremendously and give you confidence when selling or showcasing it in your collection. Coins like the 2016 D Roosevelt 1 dime remind us that sometimes it's not the oldest or the rarest coins that make headlines, it's the unexpected ones hiding in plain sight. This coin is still in circulation, still being passed from hand to hand, yet some of them are quietly worth hundreds of dollars. This mystery and potential value are what makes coin collecting so thrilling. For casual collectors and seasoned numismatists alike, the Roosevelt dime remains a fascinating area of study. Whether it's the legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the artistry of the design, or the thrill of finding that perfect mint state gem, there's no doubt that this small coin packs a huge punch. So next time you receive a dime as change, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look. You might just be holding history in your hand, or a coin worth $543. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2016 D Liberty Roosevelt 1 dime, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your fellow coin collectors, and drop a comment below telling us if you've ever found a valuable dime in your pocket change. Don't forget to subscribe and join us next time on Coin Collector Hub, where every coin has a story, and some stories are worth a fortune.